What's up, friends? Welcome to another episode of Andre Unchained. I am super excited about this one. If you've been watching my show, you know I'm into fashion, and in particular, Japanese fashion. I've fallen in love with it over the last few years. It's like the design, the craftsmanship, and the way it fits on my body. Be still my beating heart. Anyway, there's a store here in Sydney, Australia called Maillot, which is almost like a second home. That's the experience they've created in this store, the aesthetic, the designers, the story behind the designers. You have to go. Anyway, it was a dream of mine when I started this podcast to have that whole crew on to talk about the cultural impact of Japanese, Korean, Asian fashion here in Sydney, Australia, because I'm obsessed. And they said yes. So I have Dylan, Ryan, Allison, Aiden and DJ, the whole Maillot crew on my show tonight to talk about fashion. If you're into fashion, you're going to love this episode. Enjoy. So I want to tell you a funny story.
Yes.
When I heard about your store, I thought I wasn't cool enough to come to the shop, right?
Aww.
I wasn't like as into fashion at that point in time, but I wanted to come in because I just heard so many great things about it and I wanted to just experience it. And I remember when I came into the store, I was just like, wow, what a vibe. The energy, the people. I think it was Ryan. I think I met Ryan and a couple of other people as well too.
I have too.
Yeah, and it was just a really beautiful experience. And I remember I was about to leave and I thought, I need to buy something. I felt bad that I wasn't going to buy something. So I thought at the time, the whole concept of spending crazy money on clothes wasn't really in me at the time. I didn't really fully appreciate, when you spend X amount of dollars, the kind of quality and the design that you get with that. Anyway, so I bought this.
Oh,
scarf.
Yes.
That's the East log, is it?
Yes.
Yes. I think you sold these about a year ago or something or other.
Yeah.
So this was my Maillot
First
purchase.
my first purchase, my introduction to Maillot, the start of an epic journey, crazy journey. Guys, thank you so much for being here. This is amazing. Like, I know you worked all day today and you've come from wherever you are to be here, so I truly appreciate it. And also, too, we've got DJ and Aiden hiding over there, too. You could probably come into shot whenever you want. I want to know, and I'm sure anybody watching this is going to want to know, who would be the spokesperson to best describe the Maillot story?
Probably
Oh,
Allison.
go
Yeah,
first?
definitely Allison. That's probably an Allison.
Yeah, well, I think, we all representing Maillots in our own way.
Sure.
And then I think, how you starting to talk about the story, like how your first experience was with us.
Yeah.
That's actually, it was so, we're so happy to hear that because that's exactly what we're trying to achieve.
Sure.
It's not just like a playground for cool kids. It's not a cool kids only zone.
Yeah.
It's more like it's for everyone, and then we want everyone to feel good about themselves for being here.
Sure.
And how we say is we appreciate all these nice things, nice design. We love the concept, the stories. That's how we started, and then that's why we passionate about storytelling. I think that's you probably experienced quite a bit in the shop, and it's just trying to find the people who appreciate the same thing, or at least let them know they may or may not be interesting right now, but at least they know about this designer out there. They're doing such a great job out there, and then
You're almost planting a seed.
planting a seed.
Yeah.
Planting a diversity seed.
Because
Because
I like that.
Australian fashion. Well, I'm not from here, so I probably.
Where are you from
can't-
originally?
I'm from China.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I spent 15 years in China, and then 6 years in Canada, and then now I'm here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I can't say I know a lot about Australian fashion, but I just think that bringing more diverse to the country, especially it's a very diverse cultural
Exactly.
place. I think that's quite nice to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. And so when you guys created, what does Maillot stand for? Does it mean anything?
It does.
What does it mean?
You want to go?
Well, there are two different
Okay.
meanings or two different way of pronouncing.
Okay.
Obviously, in Australia, Australian people say Maillot.
Okay.
Apparently, it's the French word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called Maillot. So,
Oh, Maillot.
Yes, yes.
And what does it mean?
So, meanings like outfits.
Oxford shirt.
Yeah, Oxford shirts.
Okay.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah.
Anything but what you sell. Okay, cool. But this is really interesting because a lot of these, I want to say boutique outlets, they come into the foray with these really grandiose visions of wanting to implement, their vision into the Australian fashion scene, but sometimes can get lost with people. You know what I mean? Like just go straight over their heads. But I love the interpretation that you guys bring to it, which is why I'm constantly drawn to your store. And constantly telling people about it because it's not just a store for me. It's like a hang. It's an experience. It's a vibe and stuff. Okay, so I've got some questions that I want to ask you guys individually.
Sure.
Same question, but I'd love to know your individual answers. I'll start with Dills. Okay. All right. If I was to ask you, who is Maillot for? What would you say?
I think it's just for me personally. Well, firstly for everyone, but it's someone that's like open-minded, wants to learn, passionate about like anything, I guess. Because if you're passionate about anything, you'll probably start being passionate about like new things. If you're new into clothing, or if you've already been into clothing for a long time. So I guess short answer would be like for everyone, but for me, I do enjoy the interactions with people that are like green to the space, because you get to teach people some things, and they always leave learning things, and then you kind of just learn about like what they like as well. So I kind of think like an experience with someone that's green is like my favorite experience. Probably.
It's nice to impart that knowledge, even if they don't purchase anything. They walk away with this sense of, maybe next time I come, I can appreciate things a little bit more from a different perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you, my brother?
Well, for me, I feel like it's more like same as Dylan as well for everyone, and definitely people like open-minded as well, because it's more like experiences that like we've gathered in these markets, and then we can share, and they can experience it as well. So yeah, that's how I'd probably say.
Yeah. What about you, Al?
Well, I would say probably for someone who appreciate beauty, and there's tons of different ways of expressing beauty.
Sure.
But people who just appreciate beauty or appreciate like the nature of beauty, I think that is what this store or like this culture is for. And then like even though like you don't have to appreciate right now, but at least you're curious about the beauty, about like the nature of a design. That is what is the people we're trying to attract to, I would say. Yeah.
If you can sum it up in maybe one word, what would be the essence of Maillot?
One word.
One
That's
word.
hard.
Or okay, two. No, 2 or 3. Just in one sentence.
Right. Well,
We'll come back to it.
come back to
We'll
me.
come
I'm
back to it.
like,
We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
In a minute.
Okay, the
Yeah.
other one is, and this is something that, when you walk into a store and people who are working there, it just kind of feels like they're just clocking in and clocking off. You know what I mean? That they don't necessarily, their whole heart isn't in where they're working, which I totally understand. It's not for everybody. But I never get that feeling when I walk into Maillot. I never get that sense that you guys are there and you're just like, I don't want to be here. It's almost like you guys are so excited to be there. Well, that's the impression that you give to me anyway. It might be different. But what I wanted to ask was why is Maillot important to you?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I started going to Maillot as a customer, similar to Ryan.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so that's how you
Obviously-
started?
Yeah,
Right.
different times. He was like a year or 2 years before.
Does that
me.
mean I'm the next recruit?
Yeah, probably.
your new
Well, we're
manager.
taking applications, I'm kidding. Yeah, so for me, so I grew up like overseas, and coming back to Australia, the fashion wasn't like what I had experienced, like personally.
Yeah.
overseas. Not saying it was bad, but like
Sure.
it was different.
Sure.
And then to be honest, I found like Maillot later. To be honest, I did hear of it, but I wasn't like going out too much at that time. Yeah, because it was kind of around COVID. But to me, I found it when I was kind of looking for things that like resonated more with me. And yeah, I came across it, and it was good to see a
Your
space
people.
a space that was like really similar to what I liked. So it was like, to me, it's like a like-minded community.
Yeah, that's right.
And like a safe space for people that like, I guess now it's kind of being a bit more common, but at the time probably less common than like what you'd usually see in Sydney. So to me, it was like a place of like inclusivity instead of exclusivity, and a place like a community for people to learn. Yeah. So
It's funny that you say common, because when you think about it, this is now a better base than what it was before. So when you think of common, it's a new common, you know, which is a good thing because it's now elevated, right?
Yeah.
Things have evolved. What about you, my brother?
For me, definitely goes back all the way to Paddington store when we had our first store in Paddington back in
So
2020.
nostalgia.
Yes. So shout out to Paul.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, you can
shout
play.
out to
That's
Paul.
you.
Yeah, shout out to Paul, because he told me that he said there's a UFOs. There's like a little store opened it up
Okay.
in Paddington, and that's how I first found Maillot.
Okay.
And then to me, it's pretty simple because same as Dylan, I was born and raised in Korea, and the fashion scene is slightly different in Sydney, so I couldn't like find some of the items that I like.
Yeah.
And just simple thing is we all wear clothes, and I wanted to be cool. And
That's it, eh?
yeah, that was how.
At the end of the day, it's like, if it looks
Exactly.
cool,
We
if
all
it doesn't
wear the
look cool,
clothes.
then you're not really going to wear it,
Yeah,
even if it's
exactly.
the most incredible fabric or great design, if it doesn't suit.
Yeah.
But yeah, why is Maillot important to you?
Well, for me, it's like, I mean, I definitely agree with them. Like, from seeing what was fashion like overseas and coming to here is like slightly different, and then we still like to pursue what we like. And plus, like, I think one more things for me is that, like, it's a space that I feel like I can express myself a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like before this, I was working in an office job. Like
Oh,
I was literally
I can't imagine you in an office job.
and then like my life just like a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, waiting for my time to party after like 5 o'clock on Friday night. So that was my life.
Did you have to water down
I
your...
did. A bit. I was young once, all right?
You're not old. Would you have to like water down your style to go to work?
I have to. I remember one time I show up in like a leather boots and then just like a skirt. It was just a common outfit for me.
Sure.
But I show up there in that outfit and then I just get eyeballs the whole day.
Wow.
Like I mean, I don't think they necessarily mean bad, but it's just like very like different.
They
from,
just didn't get it. They're just not their thing.
Yeah, but it's okay. But like, I just want to feel like I want a space that I feel great about myself every day, and then I want to inspire myself to be even more myself every day.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It's interesting that you say that, because I can only speak for myself, but fashion, and I would imagine to be the same for you, fashion is not about what other people think about what you're wearing. It's about how it makes you feel.
definitely.
Yeah. So it's like, if you feel good in what you're wearing, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks.
No, it doesn't.
And it's great that you have a space where you can be, like you said, with like-minded people who appreciate it, who be like, oh my God, that's it. Because they get it, you know? Like, all my friends don't get my style. They laugh at me, but it's fine. But it's just not their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is totally cool. I'm happy to be the outlier in amongst them. Now, you guys must have had some crazy experiences with customers coming in your stores.
Yeah.
There's got to be some stories. I would imagine, you know, people walking off the street going, what is this? Walking in going, oh, do you so heavy honors? Where's your Converse rack? Or something?
we have a Converse rack.
Oh, you got a Converse rack now?
Inclusivity.
Oh,
Inclusivity.
there you go.
Not
Okay, cool.
exclusive. No.
There you go.
Inclusivity.
DEI.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. Yeah. Have you got some funny story? You don't have to mention names.
Funny stories.
Like just
You wanna go
stories that you just go, fuck, what the hell
Nothing
was
too
that?
crazy, to be honest. Because
Do you think people are just too intimidated to walk in if they're not into it?
recently we've been getting a lot more of people that are just walking in.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that haven't, like, because we have the coffee shop outside.
Oh,
Shout
right,
out Out of
yeah,
Coffee.
yeah.
But yeah, so people will always see lines because Out of Coffee's always busy.
Yeah.
So people will see that and then just pop their head in and start walking in and be like, hey, what's up?
Okay.
I just walked past. I saw there was a line.
Yeah.
And you give them the little spiel about the store and everything, and then they end up. Sometimes they turn into customers. Sometimes they don't.
Yeah. You know what I love about it? I love that from the outside, when you walk in, it doesn't actually feel like a store. It kind of feels like this, like someone's space. And
Yeah.
it's got that warm vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that you wouldn't expect from a store. So anyway, that's just my experience. You know, I love your store, in case you didn't know. Okay. So individually, I've not really spoken to yourself about purchasing products, but the two of you guys have sold me clothes. What would you say, or how is your approach to your style of customer service compared to the rest of the crew?
I don't try anything, to be honest. It's just myself, I guess. Pretty calm.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say laid back, but just, just calm. Calm. I like to find things in common with customers and just like share the experience because I like clothes.
Yes.
I'm assuming they like clothes, which is why they came to the store.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just get chatting about clothes. Then for me personally, I like to style. So if people come asking about like, how do I style this style? I'm like, oh yeah, that's like where I'll step in. That's like my warehouse. Yeah.
I definitely get that vibe when I walk in and then when we chat, you have got that chill vibe. And it's so chill, I walk out of there spending more money than I expected. So it's working. What about you, bro? I know, I've kind of been customers to both of you and you've got very distinctive styles and so does Charlie and the other people that work there as well too. What about yourself? Like, how do you approach your customer service?
For me, it's pretty similar to Dylan as well because I just genuinely love clothes.
Yes.
And then if they are into it, then I'm more than happy to chat about it. And at the same time, if I don't like it, then I literally just like letting them know as well. Just like the
cool.
styling. Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm just very genuine when it comes to clothes.
So if there is an item of clothing that you guys are selling that you're just not into, you will
or it's not
air
it's
your
not,
opinion?
It's more like
or you don't like their style?
No, not the hairstyle. It's like
You
how
look
they
bad, like-
no, like how to style, like in terms of the item, like
Right.
the styling
Yeah.
wise.
Okay,
If I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like it is not the right item, then because I feel like everyone has like a different heights, like different look. So I feel like it's kind of similar to clothes as well. So not every clothes is for everyone.
100%.
So that's how I sort of see it as well.
And that's a real, it's an authentic and honest approach to it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
as a customer, you're more inclined to trust you because you're giving those two perspectives.
Yes.
But I know what you're doing. You're inadvertently trying to sell me. But I love it. What about yourself?
Well, like for me, I think the first approach I always do is like I try to be like someone who is so approachable because like I think as soon as you stand up there and then people come in and talk to you, wherever the first conversation, you're representing Maillots.
Yeah.
And then I want to be as welcome as I possibly can. And then just like, it doesn't have to be like around like shops or clothes at the first second conversation. It's more about like, how's your day?
Yeah.
Like how you been,
Totally.
like stuff like that to make people feel a bit like easier.
Of course.
Because I do find that sometimes people feel a bit intimidating to come in.
Sure.
Because like it's an individual shop. It's not like in Westfield you can just shop by shop.
Yeah.
They are
If you're there, you've come to be there.
Yeah.
Or you've walked
Yeah.
off the street and walked in.
yeah, exactly. We are like a little destination space that like stand alone there.
Of course.
And then so I get that. So but if they walked in, I'll say like, hey, hi, how are you? So and then how we sell things, I think we have similar like styles on like how to like selling or customer service. But like my approach is always be like a more genuinely approachable to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that vibe when I walk in. Like, I don't feel like you guys are hammering any product down my throat. I mean, now it's funny. Like I've got certain people that I gravitate towards when I walk in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like they've got their style. I'll go and ask them a certain question about, what do you think of this? Because I know it's in their wheelhouse, so to speak. You know, so yeah, that's interesting.
I didn't know that.
No, it's just, man, I am super conscious of all these nuances, and there'll be certain questions that I ask you that I won't ask Ryan, and vice versa.
Example.
Example?
Yeah.
All right.
Like this is the first I've heard. I never knew. Maybe other customers do the same thing.
Sure.
I'm
Maybe,
not too sure.
must be.
Because we
because
have
we're not the
obviously
customer.
a lot of regulars,
So,
and
for example,
sometimes they come to me. sometimes they
like
go to Ryan.
Ryan's style is very different to my style. It's not very different, but it's slightly different. So your style resonates a little bit more, but then Ryan's opinion is really important to me as well too, because he gives me perspectives of things that I might go, I want to get this, but he'll be like, it may not fit you like the way you want it to fit. So there's that too. So, and again, like you're definitely the one that I just think in my head, what would Alison do? So it's a nice even mix of the three of you. So if you want to talk about those nuances, that's how I approach it in that way. But in speaking of this, how would you describe your style? Because everybody in your store dresses very uniquely. And obviously when you're walking in, depending on your own style, you kind of like gravitate towards that person because they look more like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How would you say your style differs from everyone in the
I don't know about
the crew?
differs, but personally, I kind of just draw on like what I kind of took in when I was a kid, like all the everything I looked up to, like especially like music wise.
Yeah.
So like music. Like my family's like really big into music, so I always grew up around a lot of music, watching like music videos, looking up to musicians, and I've always kind of pulled from like the feeling that has given me, and I'm like, okay, maybe I want to feel a bit more like relaxed or a bit more like hip hoppy today, and I'd put that on, and it's like, oh, I want to feel more like a jazz player today, and I'm like,
So music is the instigator
that's
for
a big
your
part.
outfit.
I'd say it's a
choice.
big part, and then like emotion and like feeling. If I'm it's the same thing. If I'm feeling like really like about my business that day, I'll like put on a suit or something, or like style it like that.
100%.
Yeah. So I'd say like music, and then like emotion, things like that, and time. I pull from kind of more like time periods. So
Yeah, I've noticed your style has changed since I met you.
okay.
Yeah. Like it has. You guys must have noticed as well too. You've gone from, I feel like I'm the old Dylan. I'm literally wearing your old clothes. But yeah, your style has definitely changed. Like you're not in the baggier era like, myself are and most of the other people there. So I've noticed that, and it's really cool to see those progressions and see that it's accepted in the store. Like it's not kind of like, hey man, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's cool.
Inclusive. No, kidding. I'm like, I guess I always, like you experience so much in your life, I guess,
100%,
and
man.
you, there's always growth or like change. You discover new things, meet new people, like read new books, listen to new music, things like that.
Exactly.
So, I guess it's not more of a change, or it's more of a like discovery of like new things, and then taking like some things of what I liked when I used to wear a certain type of style into my next thing and trying to level that up. So like I'll still wear like I'll rock up in like really baggy like 3/4 like short kind of thing with like a baggy t-shirt with like, but like sometimes, and then sometimes I'm wearing something different. I guess it's just like just like a discovery and then just like a growth on what I'm wearing each time.
I guess it's
Each
great
era.
that you work in a shop where you can be inspired to just continually elevate,
Yeah.
Level up and change and shift. And you got people that can give you honest opinions and you know what I mean? It'd be nice if we all had a Maillot
Yeah.
crew. Do you know what I mean? Like when it comes to styling. What about you, my brother?
So like, how's my style
Yeah,
changed?
No, I mean like how would you describe your style, how it differs from the rest of the crew?
To me,
I know you love MFG.
Yeah, I love Story MFG. Yeah, I love Story
Had to
MFG.
do it.
The whole thing
Had to do
right
it.
today.
Like I'm a Solange fanboy, you're MFG fanboy. Sure.
I mean, for me, it's kind of similar because I do like just what I like. That's kind of simple, very simple. It's more like, I'd say, because I don't really think about like how sort of other people dress
Yep.
because it's just like my own little thing about the fashion. So I don't really care about like how other people dress, how they style. Because
Sure.
for me, like a fashion clothes is just for my own sort of personal thing.
100%.
So that's why I'm not really like thinking about, oh, I'm gonna wear this style today. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wear that style today. So it's more like I just go up to wardrobe, find something that I like, or yes, that's how I would describe myself.
And I guess it's important if your selection is all fire. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when parents have kids and they go, "Oh my God, look!" And they let them dress themselves and
Yeah.
they complain about what they've put on. I'm like, dude, if you just gave them fire stuff to choose from,
Yeah.
they're always
Kids
gonna
They
look
gotta
dress
look
the
fire.
best.
They're-
Whenever
they're crazy.
Like kids will
They
come
don't
into
give
the
a
store.
fuck.
Yeah, kids will come into the store with their parents, and a lot of the time I'll ask, "Oh, like who styled?" Like because I
like
think they look so
yeah.
cool.
Oh, Stevie Wonder.
That's crazy. No, but yeah, no, and sometimes they say them like the kids themselves will style them, or like the parents, and like sometimes like it'll be like, no, the mum will be like, no, I'll style them. Like he has nothing to do with it, or vice versa. But
taking the credit
yeah, I think kids dress so fly
because they're
they
just so adventurous.
yeah, and they just like wear what they want to
Yeah,
wear. Like I
100%.
have nieces and nephews that like dress fire, and I'm like taking photos. I'm like, damn, this is fire. Like send it to my
Yeah,
partner
yeah.
and be like, look what so and so was wearing today. Yeah.
Well, I guess in a way, like what we do and how we love fashion is almost childlike. Do you know what I mean? Like to have that openness to want to try stuff, you
Yeah.
kind of got to be childlike with and play. It's play, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
And you've got a very distinct style, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, thank you. I was like when they were talking, I have to like trying to form some sort of paragraph in my head, like how to describe my style
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
literally don't know.
Well, this is why you're good at the third one, but I'm going to switch it soon.
Like I think for me, it's like I think I'm a very unisex style, but in my own way. It's like I literally have my wardrobe from all genders, just everything.
Yeah, right.
And then I don't know how to describe it, but I do have a routine of how I dress up every day. I pick a color palette.
Okay.
So
All
like,
right. It's a good start.
I'm a very like color sensitive person.
What is today's palette?
Today's palettes is moss and black.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you can tell, that's
Of
fine.
course, yeah. No. And so then you just build upon that, right?
Yeah, I just build upon that and then see what's my vibe like. And then there are days I feel a little bit more like chill than the others. Like some days I feel a bit more formal than the others, but I always base my like outfits based on like a color palette, if not two color palettes,
Sure.
see what I can come up with. But I'm open to all type of clothes.
Yeah.
Like I even like sometimes I want to wear some like cultural stuff that I'm not even sure if it's be too appropriate or something.
Cultural is in your culture or other people's culture?
Other people's
Oh, okay, cool.
So like
Like a Mexican hat?
that could be a cool
sombrero.
one. That could be a cool one. That could be a cool one. Add to my collection.
go, man.
I could just imagine Alison coming in and being
With the
like,
Mexican
"Oh, what do you think about my outfit? You haven't."
Yeah, like when
And you're trying to
dress
be
up
nice?
like-
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, it looks fire. Yeah. She's
But
coming
yeah,
with a
like-
bottle of tequila and a sombrero.
I just literally want to wear just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's me.
Is there a
Yeah.
culture that you haven't really explored, but you're just so curious about and you can't wait to just find that one piece that goes boom and starts your Mayan journey,
Whoa,
Incan journey?
you will edit this, right? Yeah.
No. No, this is one thing I don't edit unless you go for a toilet break. No, everything stays.
Really?
Yeah.
Go to a toilet break. Okay, go to a toilet break.
I'll fuck with it.
Everything stays. You like some of these podcasts, we've said the most cancel culture thing, but I don't give a fuck. It's called Andre Unchained for a
Yeah.
reason, not Andre Boxed In or Andre within the guidelines. Nah, this is meant to be controversial. I've got
Andre
some,
BDSM.
yeah. Guys, I've got some controversial questions to
Yeah.
ask
Okay.
that are going to ruffle feathers,
Right.
but that's the only way you can instigate change. If
Yes.
you ruffle feathers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like my fashion tastes have changed because you guys have opened my mind. Like, for example, I would have a year ago never, ever worn this and this together. But today I put this on going, okay, I'm in a lot of brown. I need to fuck this up.
Yeah. You
Enter.
need a color breaker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you gave me that whole inspiration at the time for it. So yeah. But yes, definitely. Now, I want to know, and you can all answer at the same time. Actually, on the count of 3, you're going to answer on the count of 3.
I think I know what's going on.
Who is the Maillot goat? 1, 2, 3.
Everyone.
Andre.
Andre.
No.
Dr. Dre.
Okay, my Maillot goat is Aiden.
What do you mean by goat?
Goat is in like, dude, everything that guy wears is just incredible. I walk in the store and I feel like I'm dressed real cool, and then Aiden walks in. I'm like, fuck. Where is he? You can hear this. So now he's
asleep. No,
Oh, he's here. Oh shit.
oh damn. I think everyone so like has their own kind of like style.
Come on, I need a goat. One goat. Just pick one.
Who was the bro? When I first started like coming to the store, damn, bro.
I mean, you can
Bro,
say
Nay is my goat.
You
bro.
can say me.
Renee?
No, Nay.
Oh,
Naylin.
Nay.
Nay
Okay.
was my goat.
Okay.
I first started coming through and like he was like, yeah, him and like Laz and stuff. I mean, they're no longer with us. Not like they're dead. They're not
Oh,
dead.
no,
They're not dead. They're not
No
dead.
That's crazy.
They're no longer at Maillots, but
No.
You're
working
not
with-
even allowed to say that anymore. You
What?
got to say unalived.
oh shit.
I'm serious. It's
Okay.
like a, no, I don't give a fuck. But
Dre unalive.
Dre cancelled now. But can you believe it? Like the verbiage has changed to the point where you can't mention that word. Like it's
Yeah.
you got to say they're unalived. It's so fucking. I can't keep
that's
up.
crazy.
But it's like also
I can't keep up.
That's also like the monetization and stuff, right? Like
I
if you
think
say
so too.
certain words, like
Yeah, I'm gonna
they're
make no money out of this episode
Yeah.
now.
But no, like I definitely, it was always to me was just like the people that I used to always interact with, so like coming in as a customer originally. So like, yeah, like obviously Brian, Allison, Aiden, Nate.
Are you saying that
Laz.
because they're here in the room?
No, because
I'm
like
joking,
they
I'm
were the
joking.
ones that were like that I was always like seeing when I was coming
Sure.
through,
Yeah.
and then they obviously like took me in. Not that I wasn't homeless. So yeah, they're the goats. They're the goats. The people that like introduced me to the space with the goats. for
Okay,
me.
cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I like that.
It's like it's a what's a
It's a very
Mount Rushmore.
PC.
Mount
It's a-
Rushmore.
the Mount Rushmore of goats.
See, that's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
The Maillot Mount Rushmore.
All right, okay, I
Double
like
M.
that. I like that.
MMA
All right,
back
okay,
music.
cool. Very PC answer, but I like that. We'll take
Very
that.
PC.
What about you, bro? Who
For
have you got?
me, I have to say, I'd say Aiden and Allison, because
Yeah.
when I first didn't know about the clothes much, like my first denim pants that I got introduced by Allison, which was actually the Caroline pants.
Okay.
That sort of changed my
Changed
fashion.
everything.
Yeah, that one little pants. So definitely,
Okay.
yeah.
What were you wearing before that?
He's wearing skinny little jeans.
Skinny jeans and Balenciaga.
And Balenciaga.
Balenciagas.
He was fly. He would have been flying like 2012.
But yeah, that
No,
totally changed.
We were talking
totally
about how you had to bring it back today. We were saying
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Please don't.
I don't think so.
how to.
What about yourself? Who would you say the goat is?
Well, I think we all are. I really can't choose one. I think we just all like being a goat.
You're not going to get fired,
in-
by the way.
We're all in like different area.
Sure.
Because
Totally
like
not.
I feel like, for example, like in like customer service wise, I think like Ryan just like literally like the greatest of all time, because like he can just make everyone feels like home. In like that's the first
And his
second they
knowledge
walked
of
in.
things is just like, whoa.
Yeah, nah. And then like, for example, like he's like really great at like how he present like all the like what's it called, like the boring knowledge to people, but in like a more very calm and professional way.
Yeah.
And that's like what I really appreciate. For me, I think I'm a goat too. Like
You
pretty-
are.
I think I can
You-
do
you are one of the
styling a
goats.
little bit. Like
Yes.
like the photo shoot we did with you. I think I did all right. Yeah.
You did great. I look back at those photos and I just go, wow. Like,
Yeah.
you made this old
Nah,
man look cool.
You look great.
Can I just
Yeah.
say one thing?
His aura.
Can I just say one thing? From somebody who came into your store, like, how long have I been? About a year ago, I think I came.
Yeah, I think so.
About a year ago, I came into your store. And again, like I said in the beginning, you know, I didn't really know whether it was for me or whatnot. The transition from then to having you guys here on my podcast, like, and then you guys saying, you want to do the latest Solange drop? I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? I'm in the Matrix.
Neo,
I'm fucking Neo of Maillot. And
Yeah.
there's shit going on there. I just don't go, I don't understand, but I'm going with
blue
it.
pill.
Both. I'll take half of one and half later.
See where it takes you.
All right, now I want to ask you some serious questions because these are questions that I feel like anybody in the fashion industry here in Australia, and I probably feel like you do when it comes to the fashion industry in Australia. And I'll say, is there a fashion industry in Australia? I'm just kidding. All right. Now, what I want to ask is, now, what does the current Japanese fashion retail landscape look like in Australia? And are we seeing more niche brands or just big names?
That's a good question.
I spent a lot of time working on this question.
So you better
I
answer it
wanted
right.
I wanted to seem really smart. Also, shout out to ChatGPT too.
I use them all the time.
Yeah.
For me, I would say this is a really tough question because at the same time, like it really depends who are bringing them in. I think like
Is there a tier system
I mean
where certain stores can't bring in a brand?
I mean yes, like in the
Okay.
in the industry,
Or maybe just a
yes.
couple of items of that brand and you guys maybe stock more? Is that
I mean, there are definitely like, for example, like some brand they will have preference on because like they are designers, like they have a preference, they have a visual on like what their products should look like in a store.
Sure.
So they definitely have preference on that. But like back to you think there's more bigger brands or niche brands in the Australian market now. I will say, I mean, both, but I probably a little bit more niche now.
Yeah.
Because I think big brands has always been out there, regardless you can purchase them in Australia or not. You can.
What are the big Japanese brands?
I think depends on like what.
Like a Japanese brand
Area
that
you're
would
looking
be
at.
a very common brand that you'd find in the majority of stores, unlike your boutique store, which is very niche. Outside of the niche, what is a big Japanese brand that most people would know of?
I think like for example like
You can all answer like, these aren't individual questions,
yeah.
just like whoever feels strongly about it.
like independent stuff like Needles,
Okay.
EG, like I
Perfect.
think
Capital.
even Capital people even like they probably they may or may not be able to buy it in the market back in the days,
Yeah.
but they still heard of it because of social media.
Yep.
So this is like some I think it's very well known names, but also like there's some like bigger designer like Isemiyaki, the kind of thing. I think people also heard of it.
Yeah.
But I can see a little bit more, or actually more and more, like niche brands coming in,
Yep.
which is actually great to see because there's so many hidden gems out there that like they deserve the spotlight and then they make excellent stuff. Sometimes I do prefer like a more independent brands because they really spend their time on like choosing the fabric, textile, how they're gonna form the structure.
There's
Because
an art to it.
there are to it because I guess when you're smaller, you can take more time to
Yeah.
professionalize every single piece that you produce. So that's I would say I see both, but
So I'm friends with quite a lot of the retail outlets that I love, like, you know, your Inku, your Above the Clouds, Moss Store. And I have these conversations with them as well too. And I love that there are brands that they have to be they've got to take a risk because you just don't know if it's going to work in the country. And I like the risk that you guys take in Maillot, because it's very different from everywhere else, because you could quite easily probably just slip into the mix. Obviously, you have brands that other people sell to, but then there's that extension of that, which is, I think, important to separate yourself from everybody else, really. Now, why do you think Japanese fashion brands are resonating with the Australian public right now? Because now your store is obviously doing really well, Capital does well, Needles does well. Why do you think these brands now are becoming more popular amongst Australian fashion? Is it because of social media? Or is it because...
I think that plays a big part in it.
Sure.
I think also, like after COVID, I think not just Japanese brands, but just like clothes in general I feel like people spend so much time like locked in. Well, not locked in, but like inside.
Oh, God, you're locked down.
Essentially, damn near.
Damn.
Yeah, so I think even before that, it kind of was. Everyone was on like the whole cozy vibe. So everyone was wearing, well, for the most part, in terms of like the average person or like people that were like semi into fashion type, or always that like your like Fear of Gods were like really popular and things like that, and like your Yeezy stuff like back then, right before COVID. So everyone was kind of wearing a lot of like cozy stuff. And then we got locked down, I guess, and everyone was kind of stuck in. And then as soon as we popped out, like I feel like there was like a growing like sense of like people wanting to dress up to the occasion a bit more because we can actually go outside. So it was like out with the cozy stuff, in with a lot more presentable things or things that people wanted to try out.
It's funny how that skinny leg jeans still stayed. You went from cozy, which is quite baggy, and then boom.
I mean, I always feel like there was it depends what like kind of like your fashion or your clothes kind of represent like your daily life, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So like you'll still see everything was still around. It's just kind of what you kind of gravitated in to more. But I'd say the Japanese brands, I feel like a lot of like social media would have played a big part in it. And in Australia, in Sydney, for example, the bigger retailers kind of like Maillot, or Inku was bringing in Japanese stuff, and then they have like a bit more like some like luxury Japanese stuff,
and
like
some Euro brands.
and we do as well, like a Stein, but the Needles and the Capital and all those kind of things, the EGs were always coming in. So I feel like it was like a growing amount of people that wanting to try new things, and then the retailers actually taking a chance on those kind of brands.
I find now more than ever, stores like yourselves are diversifying the models that you use to represent the clothes, just so that people who aren't Asian, for example, can feel like, oh, I can wear that. I mean, I'm going to give myself as an example.
Yeah.
You know, like Solage, when I first looked at it, I was like, nah, that's not going to suit me. And then I tried them on and I'm like, oh shit. You know, and it's like a lot of the stuff like on your website, for example, a lot of your models, they're all different, so diverse.
Yeah.
And it does, and what the message that it sends is that, man, I can wear that too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I could be a white Australian, for example, and I can wear those big balloon pants.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the beauty of what you guys are doing as representation of all these new brands that most people had never heard of or would never think to wear.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the hardest part, I feel like the hardest part is that some of these people who do want to wear and explore, they're not part of circles of people where others would appreciate or acknowledge or even, you know, accept. So it's hard for them to go, balloon pants, but I live out west. Do you know what I mean? That's a thing.
Yeah.
It's
definitely, yeah.
It's an actual thing. So yeah, it's interesting. And I love the fact that you guys diversify and you've given this old Uber driver a chance. All right. Now, how do Japanese fashion retailers adapt their brand identity or their collections for the Australian market? So I would imagine in Japan, Korea, China, there's the craziest clothes and fashion available. How do you curate stuff that's actually going to work here in Australia, but also still kind of like push the needle and not stay safe?
So, no pun intended.
Yeah, I know.
Push the needle.
Did you see how I capitalized on that?
Yeah.
I can go
You
for
really
it.
engineered that.
Yeah. I can keep going. I'm dad joke certified. Don't
facts.
start me.
Facts. What do you reckon?
What do you reckon?
Well, so what was the question?
I mean, one thing,
I was like,
because
I love
one
that
thing
joke.
could be like, you know, how Australia's, you know, climate and like environment
Yep.
that can also affect as like a little canvas, because like, you know, how Australia's environment is totally different to like Japan
Yep.
and Korea as well.
Right.
So I feel like that's one of the things that can think about as well. when we come
That's
into-
interesting. Yeah. I mean, we don't have extreme heats like Japan has, for example.
Yeah.
Or maybe in the center, for example. But I don't know, is there fashion in the centre of Australia?
Yeah,
Just
she
shorts
was
and thongs.
fly. Yeah. I was thinking like I guess it's like the people, what, like I guess the retailers would look at what the people are kind of interested, and then what's too far left field, or
Yeah.
like kind of what would resonate a bit more with people here. Because I'd say you'd walk into a retailer and see like a Capital here, or like a Needles here, and see a certain depiction of what that is, or what that brand kind of represents. And then you go to Japan and you walk into their stores and you're like, oh, what? This is like
Yeah, completely
what it's
different.
like.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be like this, because all I saw was this in this store. Not that it was like a bad thing, or the stores were doing anything like bad or trying to like dumb it down or anything. It's just that might not resonate with the people here, or that's not what the brands are wanting to like expose us to just yet. Things like that.
So let's stay on that. How much of a say do the brands have with what you can actually sell here in Australia?
I mean, like, you definitely, well, most of the time, well, some of them like come in tiers, like what we mentioned earlier. But most of the time, most of the people, most of the buyers, they should be able to access to the whole range, and then that's why the buyers is important.
Okay.
Because let's say they make like 100 pieces this season, you like no one gonna buy 100, right? Because you're not like just the brand, just one brand. So so sometimes like buying in like those kind of like buyer shop or select shop, you kind of like following like a personality, because whatever the buyer choose is going to be in that shop, and it's gonna be representing that shop. And then for us to like talk about how the Japanese culture thinks, that I think, to be honest, like for us, we don't really quite, well, we care, but at the same time, we are really willing to take risks on like bringing stuff that like may or may not be ever heard of in Australia, and then just like, hey, we love it, give it give it a
Give it
shot.
a shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then most of the time, it actually works quite fine.
Yeah,
Like,
something that we like. Yeah.
and then like how we like present them, how we explain the story to the customer, that's what it sells the product. And then also the products, like they just fire, like they just sell by itself.
They just buy.
They just fire. So
Well,
you
I
can
guess
just
in
sell
a way,
yeah.
people are investing in your level of taste. You know what I mean? So, you know, if like for example, and I give myself always as an example, when I see how you guys present yourselves, I can see a high level of taste. And when we have these conversations, I don't feel like anyone's pushing anything. You're just exposing things to me, opening my eyes, and then it's really left up to me to make a decision on whether I go down that road or this road. Yeah. And there are some items of clothes that I just go, I'm not quite there yet. Or no, I'm on this trip now. You know what I mean? And like fashion, like music, when I'm creating music, it's of the time. Like it's in the moment. It's of what I'm feeling right then and there, not what I felt 2 weeks ago. I can't remember what I felt because I'm old, but but you know what I mean? Like it's all about that moment. And I think fashion is a great representation of that. Now, how do Japanese retailers approach their in-store and online experience compared to how we do it here in Australia and in like a Western world, Western society? What is the difference? Because I feel like there's very much a lot of that when I walk into your store, like even the way you present my receipts and stuff like that. You know, I'm like, oh, wow, you've gone above and beyond. I didn't expect it to be given to me like that. Most time it's, there you go. So, yeah, how do you feel like that differs?
Yeah, well, like we definitely take a lot of reference like from our own cultural backgrounds, because
cool.
like Aiden's from Korea, I'm from China, like coming from like an Asian background, that we do have a little bit more extra things when it coming to gesture, coming to like how to present a thing. We just have to those extra layers. And then also like I think actually, like I think from my knowledge, I think Japan has like their retail scene started quite early, back in like mid 1970s.
Right.
So they have a long history of like doing this sort of retail. What Australia's still a bit new to. Is still a new player to the field. But we are not trying to just like mimic that kind of service, that kind of like energy, whatever. It's more like we kind of like stay true to like who we are. Like, because like, I mean, a lot of the time that people will walk in and say, oh, you guys have a lot of like Japanese stuff here. Is the owner Japanese? And then we will be like, no, actually the owner is actually Korean. And then like, it's not to like differentiate the culture, but at the same time, just like, hey, we just, this kind of Asian background people tend to have a little bit more of this kind of gesture.
Yeah.
And then this is just who we are. Like, so this is definitely just a part of us.
You notice it a lot when you travel to Asian countries. The level of service is very different to Western countries. So yeah, and it's nice that it translates in your store, because I'll be honest with you, it's not like that in a lot of other stores. Not going to mention them, but it's not like that. You know what I mean? For the most part, you're ignored.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I love, because when I walk into a store and I don't really want to talk to anybody, I just want to like meander, and then I'll ask if I need help or want to ask some questions and so forth. So you know, it's a nice mix.
I guess every other store, well, every store has their own kind of identity. So yeah, you kind of know what you're getting into in each store, which is like not a bad thing. It's just that like the store, so you kind of go in with that expectation. Yeah, and I guess that goes back to like the whole exposing the scene to, well, exposing different brands to the scene. It's like the way that we do it. It's a bit of like a seamless transition into the scene because of our like type of service. Yeah. So I think that's why those kind of things.
No, I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
And so, like, when it comes to, and again, I go to the Asian fashion scene. When it comes to sizing and style and fit, it's very different to an American-made brand, for example. How do you guys try to? I want to say, how do you kind of like meld that into a more Western type of look and try to explain that to people? Because I know for myself, this brand, Solage, I never knew it was a one-size-fits-all until you guys, you know, let me know. Then to me, straight away, it was like, oh my God, am I going to have to hem the shit out of everything? But it just fit. And sometimes when you find an item or a brand that fits, it's like, bam, that's my jam.
Yeah.
Right? But how do you get around the different sizings? And like, are there different sizings within Asian brands as well?
Yes.
Yeah?
Definitely. Like, actually, like, there was a quite interesting conversation happened with me when the customer during the weekend. Like, he's a pretty big guy, like probably like almost 2 meters tall. Is quite jacked, and then like he, it's not.
I love it when she said it. It's just like nonchalant, but it's hilarious.
He's a big dude,
He's
jacked. Yeah.
And then, like, I mean, like, he was just like he was just in for a coffee and then just to hang around because he's like
And a protein shake.
I mean, like, could be like some in the coffee, but like, but he just like walk in and then just with a casual chat, and then he's like, oh well. He just assumed that nothing here is gonna fit him. He just assumed that, and then I said, "Well, you will never know. Like might be surprised because this day a lot of the Japanese make quite large to fit not just a bigger people, but also have that kind of like relaxed, loose fit. Yeah. So I mean, he didn't end up trying anything on, but I just remember the conversation, and then I actually have those conversations with quite a lot of people because like there are a lot of the brands this day they are having more inclusive sizing because like even like myself I love Beams Boys, it's like one of my top favorite. They start making size 2 now. Oh, okay. Before it's 0 and 1. Right. And I squeeze into size 1. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they have size 2 now. Okay. So they are trying to as they are selling more to overseas, they probably need to adapt more to the Australian market, to the overseas market, to more people sizing. But at the same time, a lot of like even Solage, one size fit most. It just people are more into that kind of like comfiness, more like oversized. When you're into like baggy clothes, it's really hard for you to put you back into like skinny jeans. It's just really hard. Yeah, because it's just comfy. It's just human body. Well, I used to only wear skinny, like literally sprayed on until
like where from
like Zara or General Pants or wherever, just wherever I could find the most skinniest. Man, I'm not going to show you photos, but bro, they were sprayed on. But I had to change because my doctor was like, you know what? That's going to That's going to hurt you when you get older. Your testicles are going to pay for that. Damn. I'm serious.
How tight were they?
Well, I was in a rock and roll. I was in the heavy rock bands back
Damn,
then.
son.
That's the kind of music I was performing. They were tight, man.
Yeah.
And so I just got scared. I went, oh shit, all right. I don't want my boys getting messed with when I get older. So I literally went, okay, I'll go a little bit looser. Now I'm in like neck minute.
Yeah. Now your boys is loving you.
Oh my God. Now they got
Your
space.
doctor's like, what did you do,
Now my
son?
boys have got space for their family.
Yes.
They can bring them from overseas back. And we've got
That's
some
crazy.
room. Yeah. So anyway. All right. What are some like logistical or creative challenges when bringing Asian, Japanese, Korean brands into Australia, and your relationships with these brands? For example, has there been a brand that you've said, no, it's not going to work?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
I think
What's that brand?
Yeah.
I mean, we have discussions about like what we think is going to work, I guess.
Yeah.
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 What's gonna work?
Nothing-
What's not gonna work?
Yeah.
Can you mention a brand that you all collectively thought, this is a huge risk, I don't know if this is going to work, and you bought it in the shop and it went off?
I don't know about everyone else, but it's one of the brands. We didn't really have a discussion about this, but personally, like individually, one of the brands that I was unsure about, not unsure about, but like because I liked the stuff. There's nothing in the store that I don't like. I'm like, oh no, fuck that, I would never wear. It's like what might be maybe too early for people, or like might just not be the style that people
Sure.
are kind of looking for. And I was like, oh. Because so AIE was never like introduced to us because it was always needles engineered garments. So we have like Rhodolirian and AIE, which is also Nepenthes.
Yes. I have two of their garments. I love them.
Top
Beautiful. The checks and the lace black top.
AIE.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
So
that's
nice.
one. So it has the like the pleats coming down the top, and I was like, okay, I like the stuff. It fits similar to Solage, which was what I used to always say to customers that were looking for that. It's like it's a little bit smaller, so like it might fit a bit better depending because they have sizes. So that was one that I was like, oh, I'm not sure. I would love to see how people are going to take to this, and then it was like one of our best brands, I guess, and like. We've restocked it a couple times, and it works
I
really
love the
well.
shoulder accents.
People
that
love
they have in
it.
some of the
People love it,
shirts.
and I didn't.
Awesome.
Not that I didn't think, but I wasn't I wasn't sure that what people would think about it, and we're like, oh, I was like, oh, I'll give it a go, obviously, and I put it on. I like it. Like it's easy to style. People like it. The silhouettes are good. And it's different. It's not just like a standard, like kind of top. Or
Sure.
like just any of their kind of pieces. They're really easy. Like you look in their lookbooks, the lookbooks are really like the styling is like incredible and like really easy to style. So that was one of the brands that I was like, okay, like what's going to happen here?
And I guess it's your responsibility too, because most people don't look at the lookbooks. They probably don't even know the brand and know where to find it. So how you present it is super important, right?
Yeah, so I think that's why like it's about like narrative.
Yes.
So because we love the brand has like a strong identity and philosophy, so that's when we like choosing the brand. We definitely do look out for those.
So, okay, so the background and the story of the brands are just as important as the actual design and materials that they're using and the price point. Like, does that
for sure.
play a huge role?
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
huge role for.
Has there been a brand where you just absolutely love the story, but have gone, not really sure about the style, but the story's great, man. Your grandma makes all of these garments? Damn.
That we got in? I don't know.
Yeah, not personally.
If we really like the identity, we usually like the product as well, and then they most likely happen to be in
Yeah,
the shop
in
as
the
well.
store, yeah.
Yeah, which is
yeah. I think we have a lot of brands that like have a good story and a good identity, and they like display that or exhibit that really well in the clothes.
Yeah, you're definitely great at educating, because there are some of the brands that you sell that are in other stores, and quite often, you know, the staff have no idea about that particular brand. And it could also be that's just not a brand that they're really interested in, and they can be a little bit more versed in other brands that they do care about. How do you, okay, so you've got stores that are, I want to like, and just correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like your store has a very heavy Japanese influence to it. Okay. And then you go to stores like Mostor, which has a very heavy Chinese influence to it. How would you say these two differ?
I've never been to Mostar.
Oh, you haven't?
No,
Okay.
I need to go. I mean, like a lot of people come through saying
great.
it's really good. I need
It's
to go.
really great, and
Yeah.
the owners are awesome. They're really, really lovely people. But and I notice a difference. I like visually notice this because I've bought from both stores. But what I'm asking is and because you're Chinese background as well too, the fashion direction of say Chinese fashion as compared to Japanese fashion. Do they correlate or do they like
I
finish him?
Yeah, I think it's just like what you, as a customer, you can definitely buy into both, but what you value more is up to either, for me, usually Japanese brand, like is usually stand for craftsmanship, stand for like excellent textile, things are like handmade, hand dye. This is usually what the brand, like Japanese brand, are giving the impression of.
Sure.
And then with like Chinese fashion, it's more like you're gonna have the most like not trendy, but in like the most now things in like a really reasonable price point, and then like
Yes.
very decent material as well.
This great material. Like
It's
I
great
was
material.
shocked when I shopped there at the quality of the product and the style of the product. And like you said, you're very right. It is a lot more adventurous, and it doesn't suit everybody. But yeah, I was really impressed with the quality, and the price point's amazing, like in comparison. But like, yeah, you're right. It's changed.
Yeah. So you just like see what you like more, or if you like how you just see it. You can definitely like both of them, but just like one, like they just stand for different things.
Yeah,
Just at,
sure.
at the moment for me personally.
Yeah. It's funny when I was looking for optical wear, these glasses, I had no idea that the Japanese market is huge for optics, like just crazy. Every brand I looked at and I loved, oh, it's made in Japan. Oh, it's made in Japan. There was a time, I can say, because I'm like older than all of you, there was a time where Japanese brands weren't as highly regarded as, say, American brands. Especially music instruments, for example. American made, as you would know. Ryan's shout out, Ryan's on. Just before I continue, Ryan's on one of our first live performances. This guy's an incredible guitarist. You got to check that out. I'll put a link to the end of this.
He's a Maillot goat guitarist.
Yeah.
Maillot goat right there.
He's the only guitarist.
Charlie doesn't Charlie? Nah.
No.
Yeah, he
Charlie does?
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what? I've thought of this idea that would be so cool in your store if you had like a little jam session upstairs for people to just come and just experience while they're shopping around. Just a couple of music, small little setup.
Yeah.
It's popping hard now.
We got a Maillot band.
Well, yeah. Well, you know,
What would everyone
the
do?
Maillots.
What would everyone do?
I play drums.
You play drums?
Yeah.
You play
Yeah.
drums?
Yeah.
Damn,
son.
Yeah, I
This is
was
like
I was the
Stevie-
band back in high school.
This is Meg White. Meg White.
Yeah. You guys could do like the Asian white stripes.
Yeah.
White stripes is crazy.
What's that one gonna
That's
be called?
crazy.
What's that one gonna be called? White stripes. Yeah, we could do that. Drums, guitar.
Drums, that's all you need.
Yeah.
What are you gonna play?
You can beatbox.
You could do the breaks
Yeah.
in the middle
Yeah.
of the verse and the chorus.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
Oh my god! Just as a
What were
like
we
a-
talking about?
I don't even remember. But I love to go on tangents.
We were talking
But
about
what were we talking about?
the
Just like a
clothes.
different like Chinese. and
Yeah,
Japanese.
yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like a
Yeah.
music, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
music,
music has
how
different
you were
style.
saying the music, how
Well,
Japan it
jazz.
was always
Yeah,
made in
jazz.
USA, and then now made in Japan is really big.
Is huge
Yeah.
in comparison. There was a time in the history of instruments where the Japanese were making better quality instruments to the Americans, and they were called copies, and they were part of what was called the lawsuit era because they got sued for
Okay.
making better versions of the American-made products.
Right.
So it's interesting how like that shift has just like changed so much now. I mean, American-made products, they don't really hold water in certain industries like fashion, for example. Like, I don't know, what's an American-made fashion brand?
I mean, like
That's like
the
really-
New Balance does a lot of like made in USA kind of sneaker
Sure.
releases.
Yeah. But
There's
what
a
else?
lot.
American Apparel, I used to work for,
Oh, okay.
but they bankrupt or something.
Oh, you
right?
serious?
Yeah, like that's But I think they're back now a little bit. But yeah, it was a made in LA brand, but I guess the cost was too high.
There's a lot. I mean, there's still quite a few. I mean, like I like personally, I like Lady White code tees.
Okay.
So like a LA brand. I
right.
think that's all made in USA. There's so
I
many.
mean, JM's are LA as well too,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
made in
Japan,
Japan.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, Chrome.
Chrome, exactly.
Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, there's a few, but yeah, definitely like people are always looking for the like made in Japan kind of tag or mark or like kind of stamp of approval. So that's a big thing that it's like everything he's made it. Well, everything in this specific brand is made in Japan, and that kind of like lights everyone up. Oh wow, like okay, the quality. We know that quality is going to be really high.
I know for myself, I don't go looking for it, but I can appreciate the quality when I feel it and put it on, and I look at the seams. I look at just how things are kind of like made. I appreciate these things. Definitely, the Japanese made stuff is on another level. You know, it's like it's apparent. It's not like oh, I'm just into Japanese brands. It's visually and from a feel perspective apparent. All right. Are you noticing any specific trends in what Australians are buying from Japanese or Asian retailers, like genderless fashion and artisanal denim and tech wear? Are you noticing shifts and changes? Because I mean, there's a lot of stores that sell tech wear. You guys are doing, is it ROA? How do you say that?
Yeah,
Roa.
Yeah,
Roa, yeah. Roa, would you say is a tech wear brand?
We were having this big conversation. We'll have a conversation about that. It's like there's so many different like layers to tech wear or like performance wear. So
What's just a very tech wear brand that you sell?
that we stock.
That's just very tech
Like,
wear.
tech.
I mean, there's some items that you guys sell that definitely encroach on the tech wear space.
Like a
FC.
like FCE. FCE is pretty
FC is
tech
more
wear ish.
tech wear?
Like Gandar's type tech wear, but it's not really. It's not really like.
Sure. It blurs the line.
Roa might be Moif a little bit,
maybe,
but
yeah.
we have a lot of like performance kind of type gear as well. So like a Kale, like people might look at that and be like, oh, it's just a tech wear brand, but it's like you run in that stuff, or you can like cycle and like hike and stuff like that.
Or
so
like
it's
climbing.
climbing like performance type wear. So that's like something that would go a long way in like storytelling, like we were talking about before. Like, people might look at this and just say, oh, it might be the exact same thing as that other brand, but one's like a performance wear, one's like a style or like a lifestyle wear, one's like a tech wear, one actually stops like a snow peak. That's probably like pretty techy, but that's like
Camping.
that's like a camping wear. So it's like you wear that during camping. Like I probably wouldn't. Well, I mean, you could, but you wear KO, like
Bro,
you go
I'm
for
wearing
running.
this when I go camping.
Yeah, I mean, but like,
I
like
want to look cool out there in the
but
bush.
it's like different things kind of like work for different climates. And like,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of running, what's this thing that you guys do with running marathons and I see it a lot. You've got the hats, I dig running, and you have shirts and whatnot. Please explain.
Explain running.
Explain running.
Explain Maillots' collaboration with runners.
Right.
How did that come
I think
about?
all of us kind of just all
all
of us.
run?
A bunch of us do.
Okay, all right.
And we enjoy it.
Sure.
So maybe that's kind of where things stem from. What do you think?
I think so. It's like we are like a lot of people think that running is like a newer things to Maillots. Like it's very sporty and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just a part of our life too.
Right. So you guys have like a run club or something like that, or?
Well, used to like when we had Bank Gallery, we had a run club.
Okay, cool.
But actually we have like a tiniest run club now on every Friday night.
Yeah, we go running.
Just like 2-3 of us, and with Tio from our town. So you just like nothing in the shop that is like become relevant to our own lives. So we so that's why we are passionate about them, that we can actually tell story about them, because like they are actual runners in the shop. They are actual people
Now it makes
who
sense.
do different stuff. That yeah. So,
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, you get a lot of places that will just put things in there because it's like the flavor of the month, if you know what I mean. Whereas it's nice that you guys are infusing your you're all individual lifestyles into the brand too. And that kind of like for example, your store is like so unique in the sense of its location, its size and what it is made of. Like I would imagine like when you moved from Paddington to this store, this would have been very overwhelming. It would have been scary, like, is this going to work? We've got to maintain this because I imagine the rent is crazy there too. Like, talk me through why you chose this spot.
Right.
So for anybody,
Check this one out.
for anybody who doesn't know,
Yeah.
can you explain to them where Maillot is located?
So we're at 17 Valentine Street Haymarket, New South Wales 2000.
It's crazy.
That's where we're at.
That's good. I didn't want to explain because I didn't know the actual address.
That's where we at. We did a video. Remember when we did that video of us like walking to where
Yeah.
it was?
Just to let people know.
Yeah, but so we were in Paddington before. From like about 40 square meter space to now where we're at right now. There's definitely like at the beginning there's like excitement and nervous of like, is this gonna work? But at the same time, I'm so excited. It's like I can't wait to get this working.
Yeah.
So that's like a mix of both. But at the same time, we have always been a team that we willing to take risk and then willing to take the responsibility after the risk. So if we are committed to it, we are committed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at least if it didn't work out, you tried your best. You've put everything into
Then-
it.
then
No
you-
risk, no reward, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Why that location? Why not Campbelltown?
Well, I think first of all, moving out.
Shout out to Campbelltown.
Love it with that.
No shade, no shade.
It's just like I think coming out from like Paddington, like slightly more eastern suburb, we want like a more central
Right.
location.
Literally.
Like literally, like right next to Central Station, 5 minutes walk, guys. So it's like a more like accessible location for everyone.
Okay.
But at the same time, we don't want to be like too CBD, too city, where people can't sit down and enjoy coffee at the front, where people can't take the time to chill and have a conversation with us, try things on. We don't want them to feel like they're in a rush.
Okay.
So we just still in the city, but more as a standalone little shop in a little alleyway that no one ever walked past until here we are. It's just like a more standalone location that you can just enjoy a more chill, slow lifestyle that we
Right.
appreciate.
I want to get into some nuances of certain things. Does the nationality of the people or demographic in a certain area play a role in how you make a decision with obviously the clothes that you sell and in the area that you've chosen, probably a massive Asian demographic in that area? Did that play a role in your choice of wanting to place it right there because you knew, okay, we've got the people that it will appeal to initially and then grow from there? Are these things that come into the mind when you look for locations?
Honestly, not really.
Okay.
Like this space, it was a good surprise. We didn't expect to get this place. We were literally looking at something that down the road a bit further out, and then the agent said, "Hey, that place is about to free up. Would you like to have a look?" That's is literally.
What was
how
your B choice?
It was honestly at that point nothing stand up I stand out just
So
yet.
you're just going to stay in Paddington?
I'm gonna stay until we find something. Like
Right,
there was actually no rush for us to move out.
Okay. What was the reason for the move?
Well, we didn't move out at the first couple of months. We still had both shops, but we just the team. Even until this point, I was still say we are a smaller team that everyone play a big part of it, and then we find that having two separate location, it just like increases the X amount of job plus that like we might not be able to provide the same customer service or same level of like appearance.
Sure.
So we're just like, okay, like let's just it's okay to stay small. It's okay to stay at one
One
shop,
shop to rule them all, right?
and then just focus on what we
of course.
have. Yeah.
And you've got 3 levels. So explain for someone who's not from Australia, may never be able to venture into your store, explain to me the differences between the experience of the bottom level, the middle level, and I know now that you have another level above.
Yeah.
So I would imagine, and I can feel it. I don't want to explain how it makes me feel because I'd love to hear it from you. What is the thought choice in the design and just the aesthetic and the feel that you want? Because I would imagine when you walk into a store like yours, and like you guys are very thoughtful when it comes to everything about your store, you want two different experiences. So it's a reason to go upstairs as opposed to just stay down here. What is the thought? What is the thinking? Explain to me the feeling that you want to create downstairs to the feeling upstairs.
You want to say anything about that, right?
Well, now there's going to be a band upstairs, so that's going to change.
He's mostly downstairs.
Yeah, mostly downstairs.
Alice is like, no, fuck that. We're staying downstairs, bro. Shit.
I think like for like level 1, where we attach to our coffee, and then we have like a small outdoor dining as well. Like level 1, we want to keep it like a slightly more open space,
Right.
and then have like less products, because like it's just a space that like people can be like either waiting for their coffee or just be like a space that like open for people just coming for a good chat. We don't want to like overwhelm with people with like tons of things literally right there in front of you. That would be too much. And then for people who are interested in more, there's like another level upstairs that design slightly different as well. Upstairs is slightly more like warmer,
It's like homey,
homey,
more intimate.
Yeah, like more intimate, like more like timber tone
Sure.
to it. So like people can be like more relaxed and slow down. So okay, it's time for me to look around.
Sure.
Yeah.
How do you decide on the brands that you stock downstairs compared to what you stock upstairs? Because it's very different.
Yeah, I mean we move things around
We
all the
move things
time.
around a
Yeah,
lot.
move things around.
Yeah, move things around.
Is it a conscious choice of like how your customer habits are changing, or is it like, okay, we need to move this stock, let's put it downstairs? How does it work?
It's a bit of everything.
Bit of-
I
yeah,
guess.
bit of everything. Yeah,
It
bit of
really
everything.
depends on like what we think would work next to each other, what we think people would love to see, or if we have like things that we think people will want to try on. Just say, because some people just take things off the rack and are like, oh, this would probably fit. I'll just take this. But there's a lot of brands that people might want to try on. So, or maybe they want to try these guys on more than the other people. So we'll put that upstairs so it's close to the change room, so that we don't have to like do running up and down. So it's like a bit of everything, I guess.
Bit of everything, yeah.
And then like things that will work in the space upstairs versus things that will work in the space downstairs. If we have new brands, you tend to find downstairs for the most part. Sometimes we'll pop them upstairs, but most like regularly it's downstairs.
Yeah, I mean we just always like do our VM, so like just keeping things fresh. So every time you walk in, we want you to present you something new. Yeah.
Of course. And do you guys like go deep into the psychology of your customers and profile certain customers? Where you know, okay, I'm going to base some buying decisions on these customers that are continually coming into the store, that, I know some things that they would absolutely love.
Yeah.
Do you have people in
definitely.
mind, like a muse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a muse, customer muses that you just have in the back of your mind going, okay, I know they'll love this, and I know customers like that
Yeah,
person
I
will
think-
love this too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, for me, it's like something that I want to buy for myself.
Right.
That's literally like the first thing. Something that I'd like, something that I'd wear.
Right.
And then maybe there will be other people who'd also like it as well.
Sure.
That's like my first thing. Something that I'd actually pay, my money to actually wear it. So that's like the biggest thing.
That's important, right? Because the last thing you want to do is walk into a store and nobody's wearing the clothes that you're selling, right? Because sometimes like that, you're the advertising of your
We are part
item.
of the display.
You're exactly
Yeah.
100%. You're just an active display, so to speak. And that when you think about how you guys are styled, do you talk to one another about how you can kind of like have contrasts? Like this, for example. So this was a choice that I made as soon as I saw what you were all wearing.
Right.
I didn't want to put the two of you together, for
Yeah.
example. And I was going to wear a black suit too. And it's a large black suit. So I thought, no, I might wear a color just to see if anyone else is. And so now this has a nice pop, like we all pop
Yeah.
off one another. So actually, we got this kind of like a muted motif going. I love it.
Yeah,
With the
very
greens. Yeah. it's
Calm
very
and
cool.
zen, this color. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of which, how do you see the role of Japanese fashion retailers evolving in Australia over the next 5 years, and more like flagships, collabs, Australian design, Japanese inspired brands? Are there Australian design, Japanese inspired brands?
I think Mental can be one of them. I
Yeah,
think
for
Mental
sure.
is a little bit, like just by the
Australian
design.
brand?
Yeah, they are from Perth.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I think in the next 5 years, I would definitely see there will be a lot of growth out of how Japanese brand play a role in the Australian market. It's just like the culture is diverse enough for people to accept
Yeah.
new things and then to see new sort of fashion. Yeah, and then plus that like there's so many like great retailers now that like bringing different sort of like energy to the field. So I think that is going to affect the market because like I think back in the day my friends asked me like a question like, would you like mind that like blah 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 shop opened in another shop in Sydney? I would say like, no, that's actually great. Like the reason why Japan is such a great place to shop is that they have like a great supply, and then I mean supply and demand comes along, but they have a great supply, like a lot of different type of shops. So that's why the demand just go there, or the other way around as well.
100%.
So for us, like we're here to supply. I think the demand is going to grow as well.
Yeah, it's important that there isn't just one store selling one thing and then when it's sold out, it's gone. Because then you're no longer educating people in fashion anymore because they feel like, oh, if I don't get it then and there, then what next? So if there are other stores that they can kind of like, all right, couldn't get that, well, I'll try here, but I'll come back to them. Competition's healthy, right? And then you can also firebomb the store if you're doing too well.
The SI wars.
What's going on with that, man?
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy. Have you seen like the Asahi stores? There's so many of them. I don't know how that just came. That flew under the radar.
Yeah,
Right?
The SI wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
And
full of SI wars where people like bombing. Well, not bombing, but like there's like things were like being like lit on fire, like
Yeah.
SI. Like
I think
stores and
because
stuff.
some of these shops are being started by gangsters. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Asahi is a front for whatever. And so,
It's a sign for something.
yeah.
Okay.
Does that happen in the Australian fashion scene? Do you like when the Maillot crew rock up to a fashion event and the Inku crew, are you like Michael Jackson bad sort of thing?
That's crazy. Beat it.
And then beat it, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you tie each other's hands and then knife fight, but you don't actually.
Yeah.
Nah,
No?
I
No,
think-
everyone's friends.
yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
for
cool.
the most part.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
He was in Include last weekend, and then my customer told me, I was
Everyone,
like,
yeah. Everyone's friends. I have like
Yeah.
really good friends that are
Yeah.
like the managers of those stores or like hang around those stores a lot or work
Lonzo,
at those stores.
you know Lonzo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the boys
He's
that
a boy.
like Inku.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah. Like legit almost everyone. Same as like at Song or at CCC and
Of the clouds.
Above the Clouds, 108, like
Yeah, Maru.
Supply,
Yeah, he's great.
like
Yeah.
stores, like literally everyone.
Yeah.
It's like everyone knows everyone. It's a pretty small like city, so
100%.
yeah. So no, like I guess
It's funny, like I know all these people you're talking about because
Yeah.
I love, you know me, I come in, I love being there. I'm like a little kid in stores and I can appreciate, you know, all these little fine details. I can also appreciate what you appreciate. And that's kind of like the allure for that experience for me as a customer and future manager of the store. So talk to me about, let's talk about other things other than the store.
okay.
Can we do that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about. I like to ask my guests just off the cuff questions that you know they probably never would have expected to be asked because they come in here for just to talk about fashion, which I love to talk about fashion, but I also love to talk about other things. Relationships. Can we talk about relationships?
What do you mean?
Okay, so in a relationship, you've got two people. One dresses one way, the other dresses another way. How do two people in a relationship with very different tastes in fashion, how do you make it work?
I can stick this one out because we're very similar.
I mean,
Okay,
just-
cool.
Yes,
Which is rare and
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, because it just works because I respect each individual's style. So it's not like, oh, you're wearing this is wrong. It's more like, okay, this person's wearing this and I respect that and I'm wearing this and Yeah.
Yeah, that's
how I
mad. That's really cool.
That's how I deal with it usually.
Yeah, because a lot of
That's how I deal with it. Yeah.
that's how I get it done.
It's just
do
like a
you, bro.
personal express, you know, like
Of
a
course,
person.
yeah.
Everyone
Yeah,
has
it's
like
like
a different
it's an
individual.
individuality
Exactly.
thing. So it's like
So it's not like, okay, you're wearing this, you have to wear this. Nah, this doesn't look good. No, that's not right. So
Yeah,
it's nothing
100%.
about that. It's more like,
Because that happens in a
it
lot
can
of
be fun
relationships.
though sometimes. Like it can be
what,
fun.
like letting people know you should wear this.
No,
Like that sucks.
no, like if people have like because it's an individual like expression, so someone might like you might dress a certain way and the other person might dress the other way, and then you can like style each other and mess around, and you like discover new things. And, yeah, new
Do you ever
type of
try to
stuff.
like match one another? Do you ever like
Match?
Have you matched?
just matching, like kind of like, oh, these colors go, let's wear this out today. Do you ever? Is
Yeah, I
that
think I
cognitive?
have.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, personally, I have.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well-
How? Explain to me how. Does your partner dress like you too?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
like we actually don't like to match. We just like
cool.
we have two very strong personality that we
Right.
don't like another person look like ourselves.
So clashing is cool.
Clashing is cool, like but I think we all like influence each other and then like get inspiration from each other. And then like for example like me, because I wear a lot of like unisex stuff, so I'll always just steal.
You still use.
All the time. So like yeah, so that's just
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, it's a thing in relationships where you've got two people that are have very distinct styles, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And I've known people in relationships who have tried to, impose their style on their partner. I mean, look at Kanye. What the hell? I feel so sorry for Bianca. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know whether it's a conscious choice of hers but
Yeah,
I can
don't
just,
know.
I can imagine him being just
Pretty wild, yeah.
pretty hardcore.
Pretty intense. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, I'm not in a relationship.
What and like if you were,
if you are.
Oh, if I was in,
Hypothetically.
yeah, look, again, I would gravitate towards somebody who I know appreciates the things that I appreciate. I think that's important. Yeah, it's tough when you're in a relationship with somebody who, like, fashion is just not their thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, how do you bounce a perspective off somebody, or that kind of thing? So that can be a little challenging. But yeah, like yourself, I'm quite happy for them to do their style. In some relationships,
we're quite happy for them to do it. But if they step out too
you know
much,
what? I love that for you.
yeah, that's the best one. Yeah.
That's the best line.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I would just gravitate towards people who are, fashionably inclined, because then they appreciate fashion.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like you don't want to be the only one that's kind of like,
Yeah, you want them to say nice thing about your outfit.
yeah, or even just like kind of like understand why you've put it together.
Yeah, yeah.
Little things like that. Okay, I want to ask you, these are personal questions, but how long does it take you guys to get ready? Do you plan your outfits the night before, or is it just a spur of the moment thought?
Do you want to go?
I don't plan my outfits like beforehand, because I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. That
so it's a feeling thing.
have to be a like that moment thing.
Right.
Yeah, it will take me. It can take long.
Yep.
It can be, but
Do you allow time for that? Do you because you're such a moment person, do you go, okay, I'm allowing 1 hour in the morning, I'll
Yeah.
wake up early,
Yeah.
and then I'll just casually breeze through my outfit choice?
Yeah, unfortunately, like, I can't wake up early either. So I have like a very short amount of time
Short window.
to make decisions. So I'll say probably like I can go up to like an hour or two, but maybe daily wise, 30 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. What about yourself, bro?
For me, I'd say depends on the occasion, but usually like half an hour. Usually pick it in the morning as well,
Okay.
because it's like, for me, I feel like there's almost like a color palette that
Yep.
I usually like interested, or I like it more than the other. So there's like a little sort of, it's kind of like a recipe. If it's like a food,
Yep.
there's like a
Main ingredients.
main ingredients,
Yeah.
or like goes well together. Like
Okay.
kind of little like a system in a way.
Of course.
So once that base is done, then it's just so much easier to, match with either shoes or like other
Sure.
tops. or
Where
that.
do you start? You start with pants. You start with these are the shoes, and I'm going to build from there. Or you ground up or top down.
I start with the item I want to wear that day.
Okay.
And it can be just a pair of socks. Like I just really
And
want
then
that
you build-
one thing and
Okay.
then build from there. Yeah, yeah.
Socks would be hard because most people wouldn't see them.
They matters. Like
Yeah, of course.
a
I mean-
lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, no one's saying this, but I want to wear only because you guys are here. I normally got Uniqlo socks, black and white. This is my jam. No, but okay. So even if someone was not going to see, it's kind of like tattoos. Like I'm inked all over, but I don't always want to show off my tattoos. You know, I'll go covered up half the time. So I get it.
Yes.
You know it's there.
Yeah, same thing. Like I'm like with you, I'm like half of the time like I'm pretty covered, but they are there and then I'm happy with them. Yeah.
Okay. What about yourself? Where do you
me?
start?
For me personally, I say pants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think pants is also really important
Yeah.
to build it up, you know, because not many people think, you know, that could be the important item.
I'm
but
with
I
you
feel
on
like,
that, man.
yeah, it depends on the silhouette. Like it just does matter to me a lot, at least for me personally. So, yeah.
Is it because the pants are such a large fabric? It's, you know, that it makes up maybe the largest ratio
they're
of
like
the outfit that you're
More of
wearing.
the body.
Exactly. So then you base it. I'm like
Yeah,
you. Like
yeah.
my pants game since I've been shopping at Maillot has gone through the roof. It's crazy. I think it's like 32 pairs. Anyway, so you.
Damn,
Nah, bro. I got a
Nah,
problem.
that's crazy.
I got a fucking problem, bro. No, maybe not that much, but it is stupid. It's stupid. What about yourself, man?
I'm the same as Allison.
Is that the Maillot? Sorry, this is a large pleat.
This is not.
Oh, but it's very similar.
Yes, it is.
I love those
It's a
pants.
large plate. This is a
is?
large plate. No, it's not.
No,
It's-
right. What is that?
This is just isamiyaki.
Okay, cool. Ah, right. Yeah, yeah.
No, me, it's the item, the same as Allison, like the item I want to wear that day. It's not, it's not necessarily a specific one that I go with every single time.
Yeah,
In
okay.
terms of like a pant or a top or a hat or like, it's just like, if I'm like, oh, that looks cool, I want to wear that. Or if I bought something recently, I'm like, oh, I want to give that a go. I haven't given it a go before, so I'll just see what I put together, and then it could be a t-shirt, like a sock or a t-shirt, and then you end up styling a bunch of stuff over that, and then you don't even see it. But like I wanted to wear it, and that was like the start.
Yeah,
of my
right.
outfit. Yeah.
Do you guys ever buy things and it sits in your wardrobe for a while till you know how to pair it? Does that happen for you guys, or do you just know straight away?
I think when I was younger, I had tons of things that I just buy them because I just wanted them. But now I tend to buy things that because like, I mean I like to dress up and I kind of like have to, but like it's kind of my work to dress up every single day. So I want things for me to implement into my daily outfits. I used to bought tons of Air Jordans.
Oh, really?
You need to bring those back. That'll be fire.
Which ones?
The three.
The three.
Oh, Air Jordan 3s are fire.
They are very good design, but they hurt.
Retro Black Cement
They
3s.
hurt so much. And then I used to bought that, I think 11 or 12 a lot because of Rihanna was wearing them and I was obsessed. But those things, I just bought them because they look cool and they were like the hype thing back then. But I never wore them and then just like donating them all when I leave Canada. And then, so now I have to buy things that have to work otherwise.
Yeah, right. Do you miss the Jordans? Are you still a Jordan fan?
No.
You don't?
I never was. I was just
Oh.
buying it because it was cool.
Okay,
It was a thing. We all go through that, I guess.
Yeah.
I have a pair of Chicago ones.
Oh.
Yeah. That I debate whether to sell or just to keep because it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
I even got a pair of sneakers in that cabinet that I just keep them for nostalgia because they have like really beautiful stories attached to them. They are hype beast items, but they've got beautiful stories. So yeah, I get that. I don't really wear sneakers that much anymore, to be honest.
Yeah.
Me? Like, is that the clothes that would sit in your
Yeah,
item,
like
in your wardrobe?
Is it something that you just kind of like get it?
No, I'm the same as Allison. It used to be in like a lot of. I just buy like a lot of things. I still buy things, but yeah, I know I'm gonna wear it like a lot.
Yep.
Like the whole like cost per wear type thing. I don't mind spending a bit more if it means I'm gonna wear it a lot.
Okay.
I don't want to chase like
I
end
need
up
to
buying,
adopt that.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
want to end up buying like 10 pairs of pants because I'm still trying to find the one that fits the exact same, at the exact way that I want it to fit. But I kind of have like not exactly the opposite experience, but a lot of the time I'll buy something and rock it for a bit, and then it'll sit there for a while because I haven't like gone back to
And
it.
then sell it to me.
So I'll either sell it or I'll be like, because I don't like things sitting in my wardrobe.
Of course.
I'm like, okay, well, if I'm not really using it too much anymore, I'll be like, oh, I'll float it to someone else that actually is going to wear it. But sometimes I'll keep pieces that I haven't worn for like a year or so, and then I'll buy something and I'm like, oh, that actually works with that a lot. And then
100%.
now I'm wearing that same item, that I bought like 4, 5, 6 years ago, a lot more now than I was wearing when I even bought them. Yeah.
So I'm guessing that you guys like aren't massive impulse buyers, or is there still a little bit of that left in you?
Still a little bit.
How important are statement pieces for you guys? Because you've got your statement pieces, you've got your everyday, basics, so to speak. I know for myself now, my eye is more attuned to statement pieces, and I will, appreciate and spend the money on things that I feel like, because I feel like with a statement piece, you can wear it with something super simple, and it's just like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, how important is that to you? Is your mind cognitively thinking of these things when you're looking for fashion?
What do you think?
Like how important?
Yeah.
I think it depends. Yeah, it depends. Because for me, it's very, very important as well. Because just want to have a nice statement piece and then style around with different accessories or the shoes. So once you have the strong statement pieces, it just sits in your wardrobe. So you don't have to, well, personally, I don't have to worry about, for example, buying another pair of like a denim pants.
Right.
And then just, because once I have the statement piece, it can just stay
wear
in my
everything.
wardrobes. Yeah. Like
What is the statement on this outfit you're wearing today?
today, I'd say definitely just all story MFG. Just,
Okay.
just the head to toe, I'd say.
That statement.
Yeah, that's the statement.
But of what you're wearing, what would be the most eye-catching for me is your hat,
the head, yeah.
the bucket hat,
Yeah.
for because of the colors. What would you say would be the statement for you when you look at? Because everyone looks at
Me
things.
for him.
Yeah, everyone. I want you to do it to one another, and then to me. But be kind.
His pants.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Because
yeah.
I like those.
Do
I
you
like
want to
that
stand
colour
up?
a
And
lot.
so, oh yeah, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's a good
There you
color. And
go.
then like with wear, obviously,
Yeah.
it's a
Love that sweater.
natural dye type, like all story MFG is. So it ends up like kind of aging really well.
Yeah.
Like
See, my
washing.
eyes went there, and I didn't even notice that they were that color.
The color is pretty unusual.
It
Because,
is.
like, many
Goes beautifully
people-
with the. Is that an olive? Would you say?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Because usually a lot of people wears, I'd say, like a neutral tone. Because it's always easy to start, hard to fail, like black, white, brown.
Yeah, or even a denim.
and even a denim as
that's
well.
like a happy medium.
Yeah,
It's
because
not-
that's why this color is slightly, different in a
Not
way.
yeah.
So that's why I think it's.
I think
can be a
initially
statement
you'll look
piece.
at it and you'll think it's denim, but then when you can
Yeah.
see it in the lights, like, oh wow,
Yeah,
that's totally different.
Mm-mm.
What's your statement, Pete? I mean, that jacket
This.
has to be. But for me, it's your top.
Yes, that's probably mine. Yeah, for today. But other than this, I'm like, yeah, anything could be a statement piece kind of thing. It was the same as like what we were saying, like Ali was saying with the socks kind of thing. Like that could be the statement piece. I feel like anything could be the statement. It depends like what you style around it.
Yeah, I'm more asking the outfits that you're wearing tonight.
Okay.
What you consider to be, if you
Yeah,
were to think.
my top.
How many what is your statement piece?
I think it's my hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. But I,
think
also love
so.
this.
The skirt.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
It's my
skirt's cool.
favorite skirts. Yeah.
Yeah, like it just pops out.
Yeah.
And I love that you've thrown blue and red in there.
Yes, and
It's
then
just a little hint.
the red socks.
Oh shit!
Socks
Shit.
matters.
Got the mushroom belt with the mushroom lining. Have you seen Boomerang?
No.
Oh, God. This guy's pimp. He's a pimp, and he's trying to explain why he's a pimp. And he's got this jacket, and it's got mushroom lining. He goes, "You got to have the jacket with the mushroom lining and the mushroom belt."
Mushroom lines.
If you ever watch it again, it's it's funny.
You?
For me, it's easy to say that the beanie is the statement, but for me, the statement is this top. Yeah, this top because of the cut and the stripes. That's for me. That's what I built my look
Right.
around because I thought to myself, I don't wear that enough. I want to wear that, and I love it.
So I feel like for me, both of you guys, the eyewears, the glasses. Yeah, I think that could be the
Yeah.
statement piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For both you and
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
feel it.
I love our shape is not dissimilar.
It's similar in a way. It's like
Yeah,
a
with
crown,
the flat
crown
top.
banter. Yes. Yeah.
That's what I loved about these. They had the
It's
flat
Japanese
top.
made.
Yes.
What brand are yours?
Factory 900.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy the amount of optical brands out there. What are these?
They're from Blue Elephant.
Okay.
It's from Korea. Yeah, I just recently got them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They prescription as well too?
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Fashion. That's cool, man. No shade. No shade. But it's incredible when you delve deep. And I would imagine, like, I don't know if, I mean, you guys are probably like this, but when I find something that I like, I go deep. I go down the rabbit hole and try to find other iterations of, and then, do you find that your customers are now starting to do this as well? From the education that
Definitely,
you're
yeah.
giving them, do they
Definitely.
come back?
Definitely.
Yeah. And then like at the same time, like because like they love how we introduce them, and then they actually love the outfit we put together for them. Like they come into here is kind of like asking a friend for advice.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like we're trying to hard sell anything, push something out there. It's more like they literally want to like add more to their wardrobe. They want to dress as fresh. So that's why they come in. So
Does that mean
yeah.
I can like send you guys my fit ideas for the night?
Yeah.
You know
Can
what?
you
I
repeat?
literally went to, well, they're like my friends now,
Okay.
but they were like a very great customer. We have good chat in the shop, and then I end up going to their house and plan like a week outfit for them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
You do that?
I
Oh shit! You just open up the floodgates. I'll pay you. Like, because I'm performing all the time. So I'm DJing, I'm singing, blah blah blah. So I'm always out, and
Stylist.
and quite often, I've got my go-tos. Here's the thing, I'll just let you in on a little secret. Sometimes I have to dress it down a little bit because my compadres are not of the same ilk. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm just gonna feel weird, so to speak. Like, even though I don't care, and but it's just maybe a little over top for some of the events that I perform at. But some I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I just go, you know what? Boom, I'm going all out.
yeah, that's cool.
I don't mind
Yeah.
standing out. Wasn't built to fit in. But yeah, interesting. Okay. I don't know how much time you guys have. Sometimes these podcasts go for 3 hours. I like, as you could probably imagine, I can talk for days. So I'm very conscious and appreciative of your time. I do have one last question. And if you guys feel like there's anything that you want to share that we haven't spoken about, that's really important, not just about Maillot, but about Australian fashion in general.
And brand stuff.
Okay. So are there any brands that people who are viewing this should be aware is like really popping off right now for you guys?
Like Australian or
Oh, no. The brands that you sell.
oh right. Well, for me, it's like this is like a brand that like I love, but actually I don't want it to pop. Like I want it to forever stay small.
Gatekeeper.
Don't
is
say
crazy.
But it is a brand that we sell, and then I think they really deserve like lots more spotlight like what they're having right now. It's a Japanese brand called Leh. Is where's my skirt coming from?
Okay, all right, yeah.
Like heavily inspired by Mongolian culture, Indian culture,
see that.
Buddhism culture. It's a really like multi-inspirational brand that you will seeing things and it's like, wow, how could this person think of it? The designer, he was a costume designer. So he already see things differently. He like a bit more dramatic things, which I love. Everything is like fully handmade, beautifully, like all the stitching, everything. I can just say that like they are just one of my top favorite right now. Amazing lookbooks, amazing concept. I wish they forever stay small so they can like continue being like this good quality because
I know.
it's just like one of those brands that I really want more people to see them because they're doing such a great job.
And is that a brand that you're going to bring more into Maillot?
Definitely. But at the same time, they are a small production team. Like they are like everything is like hand kneaded. So like you can't expect too much out of them. But that's the beauty. Like those people really take the time into every single stitches. Like that's amazing.
And how does that work in this, overcapitalized world when you've got such a small brand like that? How do they actually compete in this market?
Honestly, I don't think they can. It's just out of passion. Like it just.
So are you buying pretty much all of their stock?
Sorry?
Are you buying all of their stock for Maillot?
No, we don't have
Okay.
the whole range either.
Oh, okay, right.
Like I think like to be honest, like for a brand that like this size and then plus like all the heavy handmade stuff they do behind the scene, it's actually really hard for them to make big money, I would say. It's like for me it's like a passion project that I wish it will go on and on and on. Yeah.
There's probably a lot of brands that would love to stay like that, but then for sheer,
But like someone they
you know,
have to eat at the same
yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And I remember a long time ago, I wanted to start a fashion brand, and then I went through the process of, do I have it made here in Australia or do I have it made in China? And a lot of my friends own big fashion brands, and they've all said, don't do it in Australia because it'll just cost you so much money, you'll lose so much. And so it's really interesting when you can hear that, because I'm sure there's some Australian brands, like you said, Song for the Moot, when they first started out, they probably were small and very, niche, and now the global brand. So it is that risk, like just going, fuck, we're just going to put everything into this and see where it goes, right? Yeah. What about yourself, bro?
For me, I'd say one I really like, Polo Classic and Yoko Sakamoto.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Because mainly, I feel like, for example, Polo Classic, they do make it very minimal style in terms of styling wise. But when I personally wear it, let's say 100 is like most stylist, like a stylish sort of outfit. But Polo Classic sits around like 87. When I tried it on, it's like pretty much everyday clothes, like a black pants.
Sure.
But it's just different.
Yeah.
Like once you actually try it on, it how it fits and the fabric itself, and
the
that's why I
fabric's
personally,
beautiful.
that's why I personally really appreciate it, even though it's just any other black pair of pants or
Sure,
whatever that could be.
There is something beautiful about simplicity, right?
Yes.
Actually, I got the biggest compliment from Aiden wearing my Porter suit.
For a suit.
Yeah, it's the only time, but I'll take it.
That was the only
I'll take it. I'll take anything. What about yourself, man? What's a brand that Maillots
brand that really
rocking
stands
right
out
now that's just popping off?
Really popping off.
Yeah, popping hard. Or is going to pop hard?
I like Stein. I like Stein. I like their shows as well. Like recently, like their spring summer, I think it was their 26th show. I think that was really nice. I like that. Like their fall winter stuff. I like how they're quite minimal, but their silhouettes are really, really nice, and their fabrics. So I really like Stein. It's like simplistic, minimalist, like tonal, but the shape of the pieces are really, really nice. Yeah, so I like Stein. And then like a sleeper would be like a Isness, like the shirt that you're wearing at the moment. I just like their like huge silhouettes. I love that. It's like so fly to me. Because it's just gangster. Like
This, whenever I wear this, it's got a 90s vibe to me.
Yeah,
Like a real 90s hip hop vibe.
And it's like the mesh. I never saw like a mesh outside of a t-shirt, like layered with a t-shirt. So it's like the old like basketball. You'd wear like the mesh shirt. It's like reversible because you're playing like at training. You'd wear like a mesh shirt because one color would be like a light, one color would be one side would be a light, one side would be a dark.
Just to pop.
And you flip it over, but you wear like I'd wear like my like shirt underneath, like my undershirt underneath, instead of just going skins. So it'd be like that kind of, it's like reminiscent on that, or like an old AI like baggy with like the jersey over the top. Like, but then the Isness has like the pull tabs, the drawstrings on the sides, so you can adjust like the shape. So I really like, that's one of my sleepers. And then another sleeper would be like a Moif. Yeah, functional. It's like it's one of the brands that we were saying kind of like on the techie, but it was like a lifestyle type. Well, I really like their shirting. Their shirting is like really, really nice. Really good silhouettes. I like the color palette. It's really nice to me. I really like those are my three. So Stein, as like everyone is starting to know about Stein, like they're showing it's a Japanese brand. They're showing all their runways recently. And then the sleepers would be Isness and Moif.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, this is good. This is education. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast, is to educate people as well too. Leave a little digital stamp for people to look back on and go, wow, I didn't know that existed. And because you guys have exposed these brands to me, I'm now paying it forward in this medium the digital medium. Okay, before we go.
What about you, actually, though?
Oh, what about
Yeah.
me?
Brands that you
The
like,
brands?
top 3.
I don't know if you noticed, but I like slime.
Nah, shit.
Can I tell you, I am not brand loyal. I mean, and I know it might sound weird because I do buy a lot of Solage, for example, but I'm not necessarily brand loyal.
Right.
I go by what fits me well.
Yeah.
I love the design of, the textures of, and the feeling it gives me. Like, for example, prior to like wearing Solage pants, I never knew that this would feel and like look so nice on me. And
You got the Hokamas on?
I got the Hakama pleats,
Yeah.
which are the most difficult pair of pants to wear because the bottom just goes under the shoe all the time.
It's like a heavy
It's
hem.
heavy, and when
Yeah.
I put the shoe down, it's like whoop there to perform in. Oh, it's crazy. I think I got to get them hemmed.
MC Hammer.
Yeah, I used to wear hammer pants back in
it's
the
crazy.
day, but they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so beautiful. So yeah, I just kind of I will pair things with things that, you know, something that would be expensive to something that's really cheap, that are, you know, total basic. So just what kind of looks and feels good. I'll chuck that on, and I'm a lot more adventurous now since meeting you guys than I've ever been with fashion, like ever. God, if you saw me a year ago, like if you saw my Instagram, you'd be just like, whoa, what a
But
shift.
maybe it was in you, right? Like you
I think it is, yeah.
Look at this space.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
I think you're right, because I think back then I felt like I had to like dull down my style, even though I was like I've always been out there. I've had to dull it down, and it might have been just the circles that I traveled in as well too. But yeah, definitely, and I'm giving you guys props. Definitely, yourselves and your store and the clothes that you bring in have like really inspired me to just go, oh, I'm just going to try different shit. You know what I mean? I just don't care. I'm now vlogging, so I'm wearing these outfits while I'm vlogging, and it's really weird because you would think when you watch somebody talking to a camera, you just think, what a wanker. Right? But I'm getting so many people come up to me going, oh, who are you? I think it's because of how you present yourself and how you
Yeah.
carry yourself, right?
Yeah.
You just become a magnet. Before we leave, I want to get Aiden on camera as well too. I know he's hiding behind there, and DJ as well too. These two are awesome legends. But what's something exciting? What are some new exciting plans for Maillot for the future?
There's heaps.
I mean, you've got the Maillot in motion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain to me what that is.
So it's a project that we collaborate with local, like most of the time local, like artists or like small business that like we share similar interests.
Right.
Where that can be just like art, lifestyle, even food. That's
Yeah.
definitely something that
Okay.
we're interested as well.
Yeah,
so
for
it's
sure.
like a project that kind of like celebrate the community.
Yeah. Awesome.
It could be individuals like
Yeah, it
yourself.
can be individuals. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Like, I didn't even know if you guys were going to be into doing something like this with me. It's such our initial stages of the build, you know. And the thing is, I think you guys can appreciate that because at some stage when you started Maillot, there was that slow build, you know,
Yeah,
before
yeah,
it started to
definitely.
pop off. So, but I truly, truly appreciate your time and your energy and your talent and your creativity and just your care that you take in what you do. Yeah. Massive fan.
Thank
But
you.
I would love to get the goat on. Is he awake or is he? What's he doing over there? Aiden, can I get you on camera for 2 seconds? This is just come around here. Yeah,
Walk
you
it
can.
off.
I'll put you on the wide, so you'll be seen like this
In
on
the
the
middle.
camera here. This is Aiden, guys. Aiden is Maillot. Like, yeah, that's right. I don't know what to ask you.
Yeah, that's it. That's the definition.
I think, yeah, you've got this incredible team that are able to speak for you on your behalf. You should be really proud. And yeah, thank you so much, guys.
No worries.
It's
No,
been
thank you,
awesome.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for like inviting me in, not just as a customer, but like on your pages to sell your clothes and just things like that. For me, it's just it means the world. It's like, I
Your
might shed a
support
tear. I might
means
shed a
the
tear.
world.
But yeah.
I guess that's like what it's all about. Like I remember we had a conversation about that. It's
Yeah.
like just like meeting new people and then finding like-minded people
Yeah.
and like building a community. So
I was trying to explain to people about these episodes that I want to do about fashion, and it's not this kind of vapid conversation that is just devoid of substance. Because for me, when I talk to you guys about fashion, it encroaches totally on creativity, art. It's not unlike me talking to another musician. It feels this exact same way. And the energy and the love and the care, it's like I'm talking to my music, like I'm at a gig. That's what it feels like when I'm with you guys. I feel like I'm at a gig with you guys.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the feeling. So take that for what it is, but it's a beautiful exchange.
Yeah.
And I thank you for that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
because it's not about like, destination. It's about the journey that we take it
100%,
together.
man. Yeah. And I love that I can talk to you guys about the nuances of fashion and we can talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah. So thank you.
No
I
worries.
appreciate it.
Thank you. I
DJ,
appreciate
get
you.
on,
Thank
get
you.
in here, get in here, get in here. We've got a wide here. This is DJ, incredible photographer. I actually used the photograph that you took of me as my theme. Yes. I love it. It's just so good. And then Instagram changed its ratios and just threw
Longer
everything out of
now,
whack. It's funny, I didn't even know. And then I went back onto my Instagram and go, I'm not that tall. Like, what the hell? Yeah, it's crazy. But thank you guys. I really
No worries.
appreciate you
Thank
being
you.
here and
Thanks for having us.
just sharing everything that you've shared tonight. It was awesome.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
It's
you.
so good. Oh my God. I can't wait to put this together.
No.
This is the first 5 camera setup that I've done for just an interview because normally it's just 3. But I
Yeah.
wanted to just do some weird special stuff.
Yeah,
that I hope it's going to work.
It will work.
It will work.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll make it work.
100%.
I'll make it work.
Yes, sir.
Guys,
Alright.
thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much, man.
Thank
That was
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you.
that was mad.
Damn.